They didn't take her ID. They ripped it from her hand. In the middle of a luxury hotel lobby she owns, the manager's grip tightened around her arm as security surrounded her like she was a criminal. Guest phones rose. Laughter followed. "You don't belong here," the staff sneered, shoving a black woman out of the marble spotlight, credit cards seized as evidence. Humiliation became entertainment, but the truth they refused to even imagine? The woman they were manhandling is the CEO who signs every paycheck in that building, and she's about to end careers in seconds. The entrance of Aurelius Grand Hotel glowed with the arrogance of wealth. Guests swept across polished marble floors, expecting the world to kneel beneath their shoes. Every staff member stood like gatekeepers of luxury, proud, superior, and blind to their bias. Tonight, their pride would destroy them. Dr. Sienna Monroe walked inside without theatrics. No glittering necklace, no designer gown, just quiet confidence and authority that didn't need permission to exist. The receptionist glanced her direction, irritation sharp in her eyes. Before Sienna could speak, the front desk manager, Victor Langford, tall, slick hair, ego inflated, stormed over. "You can't stand here," he snapped. "This lobby is for guests." Sienna remained calm. "I am a guest. I am a guest." Victor chuckled, loud enough for everyone nearby to enjoy the mockery. "This place starts at $1,000 a night. I suggest you try a motel instead." A couple snickered as they passed by. Sienna attempted again. "I have a reservation." Victor cut her off with a raised hand. "Reservation? Under your name?" He rolled his eyes and leaned over the counter, speaking slowly like she might not understand him. "Sweetheart, you don't have the credit for a soda in this lobby." Phones began to lift. Humiliation was preparation for entertainment. Sienna spoke steadily. "Check the system. Sienna Monroe." Victor tapped the keyboard. His smirk remained until her name appeared. He froze. Then, like arrogance never left, he scoffed. "This must be identity fraud." He snatched Sienna's credit card from her fingers. "Where did you steal this?" "That card belongs to me," Sienna warned. Victor ignored her and waved over security. "We have a situation. Possible thief." Two guards, trained to follow wealth, not truth, grabbed Sienna by the arms. "This is a luxury space," Victor declared loudly to the audience forming. "We can't allow imposters to roam freely." A guard twisted Sienna's arm behind her back, forceful, humiliating. "You're making a serious mistake," she said, voice unwavering. Victor laughed. "The only mistake is thinking someone like you deserves to walk through these doors." Security began to drag her toward the exit. Cameras zoomed in. Victor grinned. He enjoyed this. But then, every light in the lobby flickered, once, twice, and shut off. The massive digital walls lit up at once, displaying a message in bold black text. "Executive system access. Override." Initiated gasps surged like electricity. Victor's confidence died instantly. What is that?" A voice thundered from the speaker system. "Dr. Sienna Monroe! Please proceed to executive floor." The guards dropped her arms. Whispers erupted. "Dr. Monroe? Executive access? Is she—" Suddenly, a squad of corporate executives sprinted out of the golden elevator, panic in their eyes. "Dr. Monroe, we deeply apologize," the head of operations cried out. "We were not informed you'd arrived." They bowed. Victor went pale as marble. "You're Dr. Monroe?" he whispered, voice cracking. Sienna stepped forward, reclaiming center stage. "Yes," she said. "Dr. Sienna Monroe, CEO of Aurelius International, owner of this hotel, owner of every paycheck you spend." Victor stumbled backward. I didn't know." "And that's exactly the disease here," Sienna responded. "You never ask. You assume. You judge. You degrade." Victor tried to speak. "I was just protecting the hotel." "You protected your prejudice. she corrected him sharply. She turned to the executives. Terminate his employment. Revoke all access. Immediately. Yes, Dr. Monroe, they answered without hesitation. Victor panicked. No, wait. This job is everything I have. And you chose to use it as a weapon, Sienna replied. Feel its edge now. The guards' radios beeped. Access denied. Victor's ID flashed red. Terminated. Cameras captured every second. Sienna turned to the gathering crowd, the same one that cheered Humiliation minutes earlier. You watched. You filmed. You stayed silent. Her words cut deeper than any firing. Aurelius will no longer reward arrogance disguised as professionalism. We will reward humanity, compassion, integrity. A hush spread. Guilt became a weight pressing down on chests. To those who believe power comes from status, she continued, understand this. Real power comes from character. She turned her gaze toward the cameras still pointed at her. For every person who stood and watched my humiliation, silence is agreement. And today, silence failed. Several guests lowered their phones in shame. Sienna lifted her chin, her voice sharpening like a verdict. I built this empire to empower people from every background, not to let bias guard the door. Her eyes locked on a young bellboy trembling near the wall, the only one who had whispered, Ma'am, do you need help? When things escalated. She walked toward him, and every employee stiffened. What's your name? She asked. Elias? Elias King? He stuttered. Sienna nodded once. You showed humanity when others showed arrogance. She glanced at the executives. Effective immediately. Promote him to front office supervisor. Gasps shot through the room. And let this be clear, she announced, voice rising. Aurelius will no longer be a sanctuary for elitism, but a fortress for dignity. Shocked by how quickly power flipped? Like, share, and comment the moment that hit you hardest. Tell us what should happen to arrogant staff like this. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more stories where dignity rises, prejudice falls, and justice strikes back harder than anyone expects.